we there? Are we? I go through a lot just to do some shit. Just to get shit done. It's like a fucking adventure, bruh. Every time I really want to go hard on the internet, I run into bumps in the road. The shit don't work. It's chopped and fucked up. The screen mess up. Whatever. Hell on earth right now, right? Motherfuckers losing jobs left and right like the Great Depression or something. It's like they just don't like y'all, right? Maybe they just out for blood with the black woman. They just like, yo, we're gonna kill this motherfucker. We're gonna take them out the game. Forever. Never to be seen again. Never to be liked. Never to be respected. I guess. To be honest with you, there's a pattern. And we're going to talk about this pattern and why you are getting hit so hard. Everybody's going to blame everything else, but it's like, no. There's a pattern with you. And it shows itself. But let's.
Hi, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Dana with the Data. In the last 3 months, it's been reported that 300,000 Black women have vanished from the American workforce. 300,000. To put that in perspective, that's more than the entire population of Pittsburgh gone, just like that. Now, you might think this is just another casualty of economic turbulence, another unfortunate statistic in uncertain times. But according to gender economist Katika Roy, this isn't a coincidence. It's a consequence.
Well, the impact of job loss is being felt nationwide, especially among Black women in the labor force. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, in February, more than 10.5 million Black women were employed. But by June, that number dropped below 10.3 million. That's a loss of more than 300,000 employees in just months. Some of that job loss can be attributed to cuts in the federal workforce and the dismantling of DEI programs in the public and private sectors. Gender economist Katika Roy joins us now. She recently wrote an article for MSNBC that examined Black women leaving the labor force, and she joins us now with more on what she found. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
300,000 Black women leaving the workforce in 3 months sounds like an alarming number. How and why did this happen? And why do you say it's not a coincidence?
Well, the job cuts, yeah, it's a good question. So if we take a step back, this is an economic alarm bell. The primary piece that we are seeing is the federal job cuts and the agencies that were actually targeted for those cuts, which such as education and healthcare, which are predominantly employed Black women. So, for instance, if you look at women's labor force participation and the percentage of Black women in the labor force, they make up about 6% of the labor force, but 12% of federal jobs.
Wow. And we've certainly seen that loss, and we felt that loss.
Listen to this again.
Women's labor force participation and the percentage of Black women in the labor force, they make up about 6% of the labor force, but 12% of federal jobs.
Wow. And we've certainly seen that loss, and we felt that loss locally for sure with the federal reduction. What kind of impact? So we talked a little bit about the economic effect. What kind of impact is the loss of Black women in the workforce having locally, nationally? I mean, what does it mean for the future when it comes to things like student loans, home ownership, and building generational wealth?
And that's a great point. One of the things that we know is for every percentage point of women leaving the labor force, it actually hits GDP at about $164 billion. So in other words, the connection is 1% equals about 146 billion GDP loss. But then we have things such as housing, the spillover effects that you were talking about, housing, healthcare, education, et cetera. And we've seen that even with inflation, right? So Black women on average earn 64 cents on the dollar, but the inflation rate as of last week is 3 times that for women's goods and services.
Let me ask you, while all of this news is very, very bleak, is there an upside? How do we go about reversing this trend?
Well, one of the things that we assume is that policy is gender neutral.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, it's gender ignorant. And what I mean by that is when we make these cuts, we're assuming that it's gender neutral. It isn't, it's gender ignorant. And the issue is that it impacts everyone. It doesn't only impact Black women, it impacts the entire economy. Just as one example, between 1970 and 2016, women increasing their labor force participation added $2 trillion to the US economy. When we see Black women leaving the labor force, we're actually shrinking our economy.
Wow. And as you wrote, that affects every single one of us. So when we talk about that big number again, 300,000 women, Black women leaving the workforce in just a couple of months, what sort of trends did you see? Are they out of the workforce? Are they becoming entrepreneurs? Where are these 300,000 women going? What are they doing now?
That's a great question. We don't really know. What we can look at from historical data is that there are 2 things that are probably happening. One is that they are becoming entrepreneurs, so small business owners. That's one piece. Or they're joining the informal economy. So they may not be participating in the formal economy, which is tracked by things like the monthly jobs report, but they're participating in the informal economy.
Let me just ask a last question here. For the many women who are watching right now who are in this space, what would you tell them? What would your advice to them be?
Tell your story. I would say stand up and speak out. We need, the stories that I have heard just from publishing this article 5 days ago are incredible, and we need to hear your voices, and we need you. This is not just an issue of equity or fairness. Mm-hmm. This is actually an issue of economic opportunity for everyone.
The predictable result of federal downsizing that has systemically targeted the very sector that has served Black women for decades. We're going to unpack why the public sector became so crucial for Black women's economic mobility.
Now, our problem is a lot of times.
So a lot of people don't know.
Oh, shit. Our problem is a lot of times is we blend eras. We try to blend time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, this is where we're messing up. There was a time that the public sector was pretty much the only lane for Black people and, Black women. Nobody really has an issue with that because those women deserve those positions. Think about it. When we're talking about that time, we're talking about, we're talking about the good days. We're talking about, I'm not trying to be rude to Black women of the day. I'm just saying, the ones who open those doors for you, you guys are nothing like. See, those Black women weren't smart ass women. Those Black women weren't all on social media talking shit. Those Black women wore dresses. Those Black women were ladylike. You know what I'm saying? They held those positions in a higher standard. Fast forward to today, you have to think. I want y'all, I'm talking to Black American women. I want y'all to think like an adult, but not just any adult, a grown one. Okay? Grown people have to see the big picture. A grown person can't just look at it like, oh, I can't party tonight. You just want to ruin my life. They're like, nah, I can't party tonight because I got to get up early tomorrow because I got to make this paper to pay this rent. See, this rent is my foundation. This is my comfortability. This is where I make my coffee at. This is where I shower at. This is where I get my, peace of mind at. Okay. Using that as an example. Haven't since these public sector jobs like teachers, government, jobs, aides, and all that stuff. Haven't since y'all had them jobs. You guys have been glorifying the thug. Is that true? Does the thug get all the love in the black community? Think about it. I'm talking about a specific community. It's always black women out there marching for criminals. It's always y'all complaining about they cutting off Medicaid and Section 8. It's always y'all vouching for people that don't have ambition, that don't want to do right. It's you. So think about it. If I was a nation runner, if I was running a nation, why would I want the person who promotes twerking, who promotes arguing with the police, who promotes racism but claims they're not racist, who's doing all of this trifling works? Why would I want them around the growth of my society? Why would I want them in social aid or social studies? Why would I want them talking to people? Why would I want them teaching in my schools? Why would I want them teaching people? Character is everything, and character reveals itself. So I got this damn cowboy hat on, so adventurous, because it's like I need my sisters to realize something. Just like the knucklehead thug, and I've said this before, nigga, we can see you. We can see you. This ain't no cut to black women. This ain't got nothing to do with black women. Not the ones who got them jobs. I'm not talking about of today. I'm talking about the ones who earned them jobs. The ones who are the reason that you black women of today can even sign up for them jobs. Those sisters. Y'all ain't nothing like them. Y'all ain't nothing like them. Why is it just black women? They're targeting us. Why would they be targeting you? Why would they be targeting you? Oh, we bought $2 trillion to the American, economy from, she said, 1970 to 2016. That's like 40 something years. 2 trillion. Nigga, do you know how much fucking trillions ARCO has brought since 1970 to 2016? Do you know how many trillions that basketball and football put together has brought since 1970 to 2016? I ain't knocking you, ladies. I'm not saying that ain't numbers. That's some good work. But I'm saying to have that talking point, but your actions is just like sitting around office just wasting space. Not saying that the white woman ain't next. Don't get it confused. Don't get it confused. We know why they took you out of them positions. It did have something to do with a little bit of racism. I'm not going to knock that. Because there's, out of everybody that's getting fired, all the black women are 300. Come on, cuz. They ain't all ignorant. Like, stop it. You see the crazy white woman doing shit all the time. So we know that's a lie. But what I'm saying is bad news travels fast. Maybe if your condition was a little different. Maybe if y'all neighborhoods was a little more upkept. Maybe if y'all was a little more respectful. Because think about it. They ain't putting no Latinos up there. Y'all are the one with the gift of gab. Don't get it confused. The American blacks have the gift of gab. They can talk it. They speak English. You know what I'm saying? They can talk it. They can talk it. They never told you no stories about no Mexican pimps in the 70s and shit, Chinese pimps. It's like, it was just black and white people. All the great singers and shit, it's mainly just black and white people. So it's not like you don't have a position here. I'm saying y'all losing y'all jobs because if we have a new regime in, it's about merit. It's not about race. It's not about your emotions anymore. Nobody cares about that shit. Nobody cares that y'all, instead of teaching the youth, you want to let them get shot by the police and then try to blame the police when that's their job. Their job is to get the criminal, motherfucker. They're not supposed to be, they're not social workers. Y'all the one trying to do that shit. You need people to talk to. Who got to talk to your grown ass about your fucking life and being responsible and not damaging shit and being a productive citizen? Do I have to counsel you with this shit? Y'all are the American Negro. They know where the term grown ass man. Shit, I'm a grown ass woman. They know where these terms come from. We started this. We the one who said, I don't need no handout. I don't need no feedback. No yip yap. Shit, I get this shit done by myself. Get the fuck out of my way. Shit, let me show you how it's done. That's us. That is us. We're the one who put that energy out there. So then when you in the government and you start walking through the government and then you see the Biden hires and all these fucking emotional twerps that's slowing down business to run their mouth all day, like, oh, nah, hell no, we gotta get rid of these motherfuckers. It just so happened the white liberal woman then put you out there as her slave. You been the little dog on her leash. Yeah, go and get her, Lakeisha. Go and get him. Go and get him, Shanae Night. Get him. She been had you on a leash. You sisters didn't know that? Why you think you been dogging out your black men and she been fucking the shit out of them? From athletes to actors, all types of shit. She been fucking your man, telling you to abort the kid. Don't even sleep with him. Better yet, go eat some black pussy. Shit, bitch, eat my pussy. That's how the white woman does. She like, eat my pussy or eat the black woman pussy. Abort your kids. Don't fuck with your man. But I'm going to hit that nigga up every motherfucking All-Star weekend. Oh, most definitely. Oh, yeah, most definitely. I'm going to be in the motherfucking Benz with him. Oh, yeah, I love them all, too. Light skin, dark skin, shit. They all my friends. Got white women doing orgies and shit. 15 black dudes around her. She's they doing this. They literally doing this. But then at the same time telling you, my body, my choice, abort your kids. Don't listen to your man. Be independent. Be alone. And then what's her man do in the background? Fire all you. So who do you have left to listen to? Don't tell me about no government conspiracies. Don't tell me about no racism. You don't have nothing to do with that. That fight's not even yours. How you gonna beat the fucking beast? How you gonna do that? You won't even build yourself a roof. You arguing with the people that build your roofs, that want to take care of you, jump in front of the bush, shoot a bullet for you. You rather give it all to the thugs who rather sit on your dime all day, lazy as hell in your house, eating up all your food because what? He got a penitentiary bill that he probably got halfway being gay. Ladies, ain't nobody with common sense gonna keep you in a position of power and see how you dog out your man and your children. So Mr. Charlie of the MAGA regime, the fucking Donald Trump, he did damn fool to keep y'all around. He be damn fool. Look how y'all treat y'all alone. I don't want a bunch of he see the damn problem in the black community. The black woman. She the one who want to keep running her fucking mouth, running away from her own team. Shit, we just got a report of one of y'all black women had 2 of your dead children in the trunk. The smell was so horrific, the cops was like, oh my God, this is horrible. Wasn't Charles Manson, wasn't Jeffrey Dahmer. The new fucking serial killer around this motherfucker, the black woman. Girl, you better get your shit together. I ain't heard about 300,000 brothers getting fired. And I ain't gonna lie, as a grown man, at any place of work that I work, I always get respect. I always get treated good. I don't never get no problem like, oh, yeah, he's lazy. No, sorry, Bob. Oh, he talked too much. Oh, he always talk. Not a word. I'm not a hermit turtle or nothing, but I'm just a wise G where it's like, nigga, I came here to get paid. I ain't come here to become y'all friend. I ain't come here to socialize with y'all. Yeah, you know, if I meet something, cool, but, you know, kick with some homies, cool, but nah, it's all business. Just like any borrowing. Motherfucker borrow from me, better pay it back. I borrow from you, you know, you at the lunch line or something, you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm short $1. You better pay it back. My black queens, I love you. It's not a conspiracy. You say the mother is the first teacher, the first reach out. Well, if you reaching out to my society and I see how your community looks, I'd be wise to get you out of higher positions until you came with the right mind state. As long as you got that dimmer whack bullshit in your head, I wouldn't hire your ass neither. I'm just literally, I'm being dead honest. I wouldn't hire your ass neither. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't shoot you. I wouldn't shoot your ass. I damn sure wouldn't hire you neither. Don't let the government play you out like that. All y'all gotta do is go back to being good to your men, which is gonna make you be good to your children, because y'all are not good to your children. As long as you keep your children spreaded away from the parenting, and you keep relying on wanting to call the system racist, but all your talking points is from this fucking white people. Now, all you talking, all your separation from your family, doing this independent shit, running your mouth, being disrespectful, and when you be behind enemy line, all this shit you get from them. So right now you kind of batshit crazy. You just running around with your head cut off like a chicken and shit, just looking weird. Trying to help this sisters out. I'm trying to tell them, look, you got to realize, bro, nobody makes it out like that. Even those egalitarian fucking nations and shit, they not thriving without their man. Their man's still there. Now you trying to make it in the land of the wilderness, right? That's what they say, the belly of the beast, right? All on your own, independent. Getting robbed by the tire man, getting beat up by your boyfriend, getting shot up by a random. You want some help? Help us. Bring this thing together. Stop thinking you independent because you working for them twice as hard. And you know who I'm talking about, out your community. Gonna fault that black man for sleeping with that white woman, but at the same time, you mentally sleeping with white people, period, every day. You going super hard for them. Ain't bringing shit back to the pot. But got the nerve to call somebody a sellout. Girl, hush your mouth. Candles ain't helping us. You talking shit about the black man ain't helping us. You having sex with these low cognitive fools, making these autistic children ain't helping us. Come on, man. Bring it together. You got to respect your mind. We been seeing what's going on. Firing your ass because you ain't right. You ain't right in your overview in society. You ain't right. So they getting you out of all them Biden positions. It is what it is. Fell for the show tell, bro. Get it right.